So today we've seen a monumental and significant change to the way our association, Barbershop Harmony Australia, will operate into the future. BHA was started in 1985 right here in Perth and was originally known as the Australian Association of Men Barbershop Singers, or AMS. The change of identity to Barbershop Harmony Australia was made in 2012. The introduction of mixed harmony occurred in 2014. BHA grew to become an Australia-wide community of male and female singers who gathered together to sing four-part harmonies in quartets and in choruses. However, the original design of AMS remained. While membership of BHA was open to all men and women who love to sing, full membership was only open to men. The past few years have seen significant change in the worldwide barbershop harmony community towards the removal of barriers to entry into the historical men's-only barbershop society. This was originally challenged by the development of the Sweet Adelines organisation. However, mixed barbershop organisations continued to be established worldwide. The expansion of barbershop as a genre that includes and embraces all people, regardless of gender identity or other attributes, has grown across the world and challenges the long-held divisions that have characterised the barbershop community during its history. Societal expectations of equity, diversity, and equal opportunity continue to gather momentum and influence the thoughts of young and old alike. And finally, within BHA, the voices of members and associate members that have raised the issue as far back as 1995 continued to advocate for a more egalitarian approach to the movement that respects the contribution of all people and called for the organisation to facilitate this through constitutional and structural change. Today, we have seen an overwhelming level of support from those full members to open up the membership to any person who is in sympathy with the objects of the association. I don't think we can understate the magnitude of this vote. It has changed the face of BHA forever, and I think it's worthwhile to spend some time reflecting on how this result came about. About 3 years ago, your National Council observed its international affiliate, the Barbershop Harmony Society, introduce its Everyone in Harmony campaign. While we firmly believed it was an excellent idea, we also then had the benefit of being able to watch and learn from the process. We too thought it would make a great deal of sense to open up BHA's membership to all, but this was a decision that needed to have the support of the existing membership. It would have been simple to simply introduce the concept of membership for all from an administrative point of view. But watching the reactions from a significant number of BHS members who felt a lack of consultation had occurred, we set about developing a strategy for redeveloping BHA's membership that would include the most important aspect, you, the members. Throughout 2019, we developed a formal project plan and we committed to developing the resources to move forward authentically on the series of motions that were subsequently approved at the BHA annual general meeting in December 2020. 93% of the members who voted at the 2020 AGM supported the motion to develop those national constitutional standing order and policy modifications to facilitate changes to membership, inclusion, voting rights, and contest structures. The process of building member engagement and the instruments to facilitate that change took a phenomenal amount of work, ensuring that all members had the information they needed to make today's decision was our primary focus. While we did receive negative feedback from a small number of members who believed the process took far too long, we were also very aware that we could only get one shot at this, and whichever way the vote landed, we would need to work with that decision. The introduction of mixed harmony to BHA taught us a lot about how our members engage with the association, and we learned that policy decisions like these need to be as fully supported by the membership if we want them to be successful in the longer term. So to date, the membership project has included many facets, including consultation with members, both face-to-face, in written form, online forums, and through surveys. Based on feedback, advice, the observation of overseas results and research into a best fit local solution, communication to members of the outcomes of the 2020 AGM vote and the likely implications to BHA, considering membership and communication needs, considering any potential votes impact on business as usual operations, undertaking change assessment and further developing the project plan, and describing a clear vision of the future for BHA if the likely changes were to be adopted with regards to membership, contests, festivals, club structures and operations, BHA services, and BHA fees. We then further consulted with clubs and members on issues, concerns, or risks with the vision or process. The next stage involved developing a changed constitution and draft standing order instruments to facilitate that vision. We had to undertake legal and risk review on potential negative ramifications for BHA and clubs. We needed to consult with clubs and members on the changed instruments. We developed the motions to facilitate ratification of these changes, the motion that has just been overwhelmingly supported. While it may seem to have taken a long time, we as a council can now put our hands on our hearts and say that we did everything we could to make sure that every single member was given the opportunity to take part in this decision. Historically, our AGM votes have attracted around 25 to 30% of members. While it would have been aligned with our constitution to have that percentage vote on such an important issue, the council really wanted to make sure that any changes that were to occur or not occur had the full support of a significantly higher number. So after 2 years of hard work, I'm absolutely thrilled to see so many men vote today, a record of 55% of the total membership, and that percentage voted 92% in favour of change. We've still got a lot of work to do over the next few months to bring this vote into action. We will obviously need to communicate with our membership on the changes and develop and embed adjusted processes. We'll need to finalise standing order instruments and to facilitate the resolutions of the AGM and implement them in time for our next round of contests and festivals. But it is important to state here that although Barbershop Harmony Australia can now extend membership to all, regardless of background or identity, our mission remains the same: to embrace harmony and the perpetuation and promotion of singing in the barbershop style. Anybody who wishes to do this is now welcomed wholeheartedly. I think we can all speak to the concept of our barbershop family. Some of the closest friends we've ever made, some of the most enduring happy memories we all have, and some of the lifelong experiences that we can all hold dear are a result of our involvement in this, our barbershop family. It rarely matters what someone does for a living, what their religion is, or what their political persuasion may be. All we care about as a family is that we can stand side by side with each other and enjoy ringing chords together with our friends, our family. Our existing code of ethics sets out expectations for what it means to be a member of BHA, including that we shall exhibit a spirit of good fellowship towards all members. It's not hard to do, given the joy that we all get from our art form. We all know the thrill of ringing chords with our peers. We share much delight in the music and harmony that strikes a unique chord in us all. We also understand what it means to be included and how much we wish to share our love of singing in the barbershop style. And so now it's our expectation that all members, current and future, will embrace this ethos and welcome new members in with open minds, hearts, and voices. We acknowledge that change can mean uncertainty for some, and we do wish to address the uncertainties our current or future membership may have around identity, inclusion, and equality. It's paramount to BHA that we create a safe, companionable space for anybody who wishes to sing barbershop. But BHA stands proudly for equality, diversity, and inclusion. Inclusion occurs when a diverse group of people, such as people of different ages, cultural backgrounds, or genders, feel valued and respected, have access to opportunities and resources, and can contribute their perspectives and talents to improve the organisation. So Barbershop welcomes that inclusion and the diversity of our very talented community. Inclusion means everyone, keeping BHA safe for all. We will soon be providing sets of manuals, instructions for clubs and individuals to help out in this regard. We've continued to look for ways to bring our vision to life, to enrich Australia through harmony. There are currently 29 BHA affiliated clubs across Australia with 36 choruses, 2 of which are mixed, but none of which are exclusively female. This may change. The 2020 membership survey indicated that 47% of respondents might now pursue mixed choruses, and nearly 9% of respondents might now pursue female-only choruses as part of these changes. Were those percentages to translate to actual chorus numbers, BHA could envisage a chorus cohort made up of 34 male, 18 mixed, and 3 female for a total of 55 choruses, simply based on the current membership indications. In addition, we might see new to BHA choruses or clubs seeking to join our membership. This is, quite frankly, very exciting. It's important to note that the membership survey also supported the capacity for clubs to make their own choice on membership and the ensembles in which they wish to participate. In other words, the decision by BHA to allow fully inclusive membership does not require clubs to change their current membership or the current composition of ensembles associated with that club. Each club retains absolute choice and control in this regard. The consultation undertaken clearly describes that clubs want the choice to remain male only and still have a place within BHA. However, knowing that anyone wishing to broaden their barbershop experiences now has the support of the association to do so can only result in a more vibrant, longer lasting association for many more years to come. From 2022, the face of our association will change, but the fundamental vision remains the same. The implementation of the outcomes of this AGM will continue to be a priority in 2022, including maximising opportunities for participation at all events. As your president, I'm once again compelled to state how incredibly proud I am of how far BHA has come since its inception 35 years ago. And all of you can be proud of what you, the members, have built. Take pride in your BHA. Take pride in the BHA brand. Our world has changed. And while many of you couldn't get to sing face to face for a lot of this year, you can feel confident that your national leadership team has continued to work hard and will continue to work hard to make sure that as soon as you can get back together, we've got things in place to support our goal of enriching Australia through harmony. To everybody who's been involved in this important discussion over the last few years, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of you for being a part of this historic time for BHA. And while I'm thanking people, I want to pass on my heartfelt appreciation to the members of your National Council and your national leaders and supporters who have worked so hard under very difficult circumstances for the whole year and who will be working twice as hard next year as our plans get bigger and bigger. I'll read out some names now. Perhaps at the end of this list, we can show them our appreciation. So Mr. Paul Adams, VP Membership, Richard Waddick, VP Events, Dan Beckett, VP Marketing, Rob Lee, Secretary, Luke Stevenson, VP Music, Trevor Brugger, Treasurer, Ian Mulholland, VP Contest and Judging, Trevor Roots on the sidelines, helping us out in so many ways, Jeannie Hattendorf, Admin Assistant, regional chairs around the country, and the leaders of each and every club all around Australia. Thank you. Thank you too to those of you in the background helping us to understand what drives our members and understand all of the different issues and topics that affect such a diverse membership and helping us learn what we can do to better support you. The COVID-19 pandemic meant we weren't always able to get together and do what we enjoyed doing most, singing together as friends. By necessity, our priorities had to change, and we are all having to get used to a new normal. Nonetheless, we've worked hard and will continue to work hard to link the things that we do to our vision. We will continue to strive for a culture of excellence, of pride in our brand, of sharing, of leadership, of education, of participation, and of community building. BHA is far more than a group of unrelated singers who happen to like barbershop music. It's a nationwide association of friends, of family, dedicated to enriching Australia through harmony. And as of today, our circle of family and friends became much, much bigger. Thank you.